Hey, you guys. It's Lily. Hey y'all, I'm Lily. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, hey friend, I missed you. So, as promised, I told y'all I was gonna get y'all another video on June the 14th. So, today is June the 13th, and I wanted to record this intro specifically to show that I kept my end of the bargain and posted a video on June the 14th. I'm keeping me accountable. I want y'all to keep me accountable too. But I wanted to come to y'all today with my go-to summer beatdown, as you can see by the title. So this is the routine that I do specifically for the hold on, y'all. Specifically for the summertime. Now, if there is a special event where I need to be beats for the gods, I do foundation. But 96.5% of the time, I am going to be wearing nothing but concealer and face powder. Because I sweat. I'm a sweat girl sometimes, especially if I'm somewhere with the church or with the choir and we get the bucking and singing and all that different stuff. I will sweat. So for the most part in the summertime, I wear concealer and face powder. So I'm gonna show y'all what that looks like for me for a just a summer day. So yeah, so without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so my brows are already done, and my face is freshly washed and moisturized. This is myself in my rare form. Hair tied, chilling, sweatpants, no makeup on. That's when you're the prettiest. I hope that you don't take it wrong. Y'all like Drake. So I don't have anything on but brows. So usually after I do my moisturizer, I go in with my primer. I use e.l.f. Power Grip primer, and I put that and work it really good underneath the eyes. I put it all over my face, but I make sure is what it needs to be doing underneath the eyes. And I take my hand and work that in. Now this is gonna be a quick tutorial because there's not a lot of product. There's not a lot of steps. And I actually just did this for I did this for I went to brunch the other day. Had a little brunch date. So I did brunch the other day, and I didn't feel like doing a beat, but even with the summer routine that I have where I just use concealer, it still gives what needs to be gave. So that's how I like it. And I just move right into my concealers that I use. Now I usually use these two. These are my two favorite go-to. I use Born This Way multi-use concealer, Too Faced, and I use two of them. I use the one in the shade Sand, Is it gonna focus? And then I have caramel. So it's not focusing. So those are two I use. And then I use the Juvia's Place too. Concealer in 12. Is that the? Yeah. I forget the name of the. Yeah, it got 12 on the bottom. I can't remember the exact name, but so I use those two. So I go in first with caramel because like I said, it's close to closest to my skin tone. So I put that under my eye. And I also take it down kind of in my cupid's bow because I'm a little dark around there too. It's just like if I had foundation on, how you would do your highlight. And see, I've been outside, so I'm getting a little dark. A little darker than usual. So. And we're gonna let that sit. And I also contour. It's just like if you do your highlight or your contour, but you be a little heavy-handed with the concealer to get that full coverage look. But this is just the first layer, and I'm gonna go ahead and take my contour stick and truffle. And this is by Fenty Beauty. And I'm gonna take that and carve out my cheekbones. I'm gonna take that across the forehead, down the bridge of the nose, and we gonna do that double chin. That's almost going away because I done lost 27 pounds. And the girl getting slim and trim. Still gonna be BBW though, just a healthier version of me. So I'm going to let that set for a little while and get tacky. And while that's setting and getting tacky, then what I usually do is go and pick out the lashes that I want to wear, which for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna wear the lashes that I had on yesterday, which is from Balm Extensions. I love Balm Extensions. I'll leave their link in the description box because I buy a lot of my lashes from Balm Extensions. And I love them. You can't go wrong with Balm Extensions. And then they do same day shipping. So like if I was to order some lashes today, I get an email like today saying that they already been shipped out. So they do real good with the same day shipping. Water break. Okay, so that's set for a few minutes, and so I'm gonna blend that out. And if y'all want a specific video about how I do just my brows, let me know in the comment box and I can get that out for y'all. And you see how that's just like, it's just it's melting. It's just like chef's kiss. I love that concealer. So next I'm gonna do my contour, and I'm using my brush from the crayon case, and I'm gonna use this angled in and pat and blend up. It's all gonna make sense after a while. Tap, 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 up. Same with here. You don't drag it down because that'll make the shadow, make it look like you're more fuller in that area. So you never go this way or you never go that way. You tap it into the skin. Tap. Tap, tap, tap. So never, because it's gonna make it look like you just, you know, we want it chiseled. We want that, like, look. So you want it chiseled, so you tap it. You tap it in. Now this part you can blend it out like that. But for the most part, you tap, 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 tap. You want to blend it out, make sure there's no harsh lines. I could get us out the hood and have us living good, but first I gotta know if you gon' roll. Cause a suit and tie don't fit me. Taking a bus for some miles, that's gonna kill me, girl. Turn it around, start this thing from the ground. As long as I know you gon' be there. Ooh. See, I know. See, no harsh lines. It's a little harsh line right there, but we're gonna take care of that at the end. So now I like to brighten it up just a little bit because I want it to look like I have on a full face of foundation. So I'm going to take that same Too Faced concealer, but in the shade Sand, which is like 2.5, 3 shades lighter than me. And I'm going to take that and put it just in the inner tear duct right here. That's all you need because it's so much lighter than me. Just on the inner. Just a tap down the bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow, and on the chin, and also just a little bit up here. That's all you need. That's it. I don't need nothing else. Now, I'm also going to curve out my contour. So I'm going to go back with that Too Faced concealer in the shade Caramel, and I'm going to carve out my contour because I wanted to have that look. So I'm going to go right underneath my contour and just do one line. See that? And then I'm going to do the other side. One line, that's it. That's it, just one line. My battery about to die. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm back. I had to change my battery because that battery is about to die. So, before I had to change it, I was saying that I took the Too Faced Born This Way Caramel and I chiseled out my contour. That's what I did. And because we want that lifted look, so that's how you can do that. So it has set how long it needs to set, and we're going to take the same brush that we had earlier, and I think this is a Real Techniques brush, or wannabe Real Techniques. I think I got these off Shein, or you could take a brush that looks like this. And so tap, tap, tap. I'm going to tap that out right underneath my eye. And it's gonna brighten my under eye. And then you see how you developing a harsh line? I'm gonna show y'all how to fix that in just a second. Then down the bridge of the nose and your forehead. This is all the concealer that I'm going to use for this look. And go ahead and tap that out too. It'll all make sense when we start setting. Okay, so I'm going to take my Power Puff. You could use any Power Puff, and I always use my Power Puff to powder puff to make sure I really press the product into the skin. I use this with my clients. I do this with everybody. And so I'm going to take my powder puff and I'm going to just go over the places that we use the concealer, and I'm going to make sure that it's pressed into my skin completely. And I like this method because it just makes everything look more seamless. Without losing product. And so I do that only for the highlighted parts. The parts of your face that you highlighted. See how different that look now? Now, as far as the harsh lines go, I do not like harsh lines. You do not need extra product. What you put on your face was enough. What you put on your face was enough. You do not need to add any more contour concealer. You don't, say it with me. I do not need more product. You don't need no more product. So, you're gonna take that brush that you used with when you first blended out your contour, and you're going to go over the same areas to get rid of those harsh lines. See, I had that harsh line right there. We're gonna make it disappear. You do not need any more product. What you had on your face is enough. Now, even after doing this, if you think you need more, then by all means, go ahead, have a time. But I'm here to tell you that less is more, and what you put on your face was enough. See how that's blending out? And then you're gonna set everything in place. Cause right now, everything that's on your face is liquid or cream, and my motto is, if it's wet, it must be set. So if it's wet, you're gonna have to set it. So right now, we just trying to make sure everything is blended and that we don't have any harsh lines. And this is my go-to for the summer. And so many people be like, you ain't got on no foundation. No ma'am, if it's real hot and I'm beat, it's not foundation. It's no foundation anywhere. That's why skincare is so important. Because if you have a good skincare routine, you can get away with not having to have on any foundation. But if you don't have the best skin, you can use foundation. But in the summertime, you don't have to be so heavy-handed with it. You could be light-handed with it. If that makes sense. But honey, all I need is some concealer, some powder, and a good lip, and we good. So I'm just gonna go back over those areas to make sure it's how I like it. And look at that. Look at that base. You can't tell me that it's not eating. You can't tell me that. You can't. It's giving very much skin. Not skin. So now I'm gonna go. I use 2 different setting powders when I'm setting my face. So I go in with the crayon case, chalk dust. So I'm gonna go in when I set my face with the crayon case, chalk dust in the shade A. And I tap in that in the top, and I take and I put it in the Power Puff. I tap off the excess on the back of my hand, and then I set. You're gonna set all the areas that you highlighted. And this is just my preference. I'm not saying that you don't have to wear foundation in the summertime. It's just that I know my body, especially with me working out and having a routine, and my body changing, and then the summertime coming up, it's just whatever you want to do. But this is what you do this is what I recommend doing, because I don't want nobody to beat me up in the comments. This is just what I recommend doing and what I do in the summertime. So now I'm gonna go in with my Juvia's Place bronze bronzer in deep dark, and I'm gonna set my contour, and I use that top pan. I use the top one. You're gonna use this same brush from the crayon case, and you're gonna tap, tap, tap. Dust off the excess, and you're gonna set. Now, when you put on the concealer, the second layer of concealer, because like I said, I go between the Too Faced and the Juvia's Place. But when you go between the concealers, after you put your second concealer on, if you like liquid blush, you can always go into that liquid blush. And after you put in that second layer of concealer, you can put your liquid blush on there and blend. But for the sake of this video, I'm not doing any liquid blush. I'm gonna do powder blush. Don't forget your nose. Yep, look at that. It was so pretty. So pretty. And so we have to go back in and carve out the chiseled look, just like we did when we were blending it out. We have to do the same thing. Ugh. So and you let that sit. That's gonna carve it on out. Right where you put that concealer. And you blended it out. You're gonna carve it out. And you let that sit for a while. That's the part we do bake. We do bake that part. So I did not put any color or anything like that on my eyelid, but usually to keep it neutral, I either just set it with the setting powder I have, or I take a blending brush. And this is from Do Color, from their Lime collection. This is this is brush number 2. It looks like that. And I'll take the same that I contour with, and I'll just tap it on my eyelid, just to give it some kind of color. And then if it's a nice event that I'm doing, like a real, like, girl, you need to come with it type event, I do a wing liner. But for the sake of this video, I'm not. I'm just gonna do my lashes. And see how they give you a little color to your eyelids? That's all you need. So I'm getting my lashes together. I'm using Bomb Extensions lashes in the style Janie or Janie. I had these on yesterday, so I'm just gonna use these again for the sake of this video. I use Duo quick set strip adhesive. I love this because my eyes water, and like I will put this glue on with my lashes and I'll be at church just crying up a storm and my lashes will not move. So I use this over anything. It's the black top with the blue writing. It's supposed to be for individual lashes, but it's the quick set, and I put those. I live and swear by this. Like I be sitting. I'm always sitting on like 4 bottles. This is my last bottle though, so I'm trying to. I need to re-up for sure. Amazon will be seeing me this week. Well, they see me every week, but I'm telling my business. I'm telling my business. They on a cool see me every week, every other week. And I put those on the lashes and let those get tacky. And I like to do a thin line on my lash line. That way I know they ain't going nowhere. And I do the same thing with my clients, but this is my personal bottle of glue gel. With my clients, I take like a liner brush and I put some on like my tray and dip it in the eyeliner brush and put it on their lash line. I do the same technique with my clients, and I'm telling you, the lashes do not move not unless you pull them off yourself. They do not move. And so I let that get tacky, and when that gets tacky, we're gonna put them on. So while we waiting on that, I'm gonna go in with my blush, and I'm using my brush from Amazon. I got this cute little unicorn looking brush off Amazon, and I'm using the blush from Juvia's Place, Volume 1, and I'm gonna mix them. I'm just gonna mix them. You just never know. I like to use the blush binder by the Crayon Case too, but Volume 1 has been my go-to the past couple weeks. And I'm gonna show y'all a trick here in a little bit. Here in just a second, I'm gonna show y'all a little trick. Okay, so my lashes should be ready. It don't take a couple seconds for them to dry. Gotta learn how to put them on camera. Come back. Okay, lashes are on. So that's done. Lashes are on. So now I'm gonna go ahead and blend everything out and set my whole face with my setting powder. And I use Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless setting powder in Mocha 360. This is so old. Like, I done hit pan. It's time for me to go get another one. But I use this to set my whole face. And we gonna brush away what we was baking. And you see how that's just seamless like that. And I just press it in. Press it in. press it in. And then I'm going to set my face with Matte Finishing Matte Spray by NYX. And then I'm gonna go over with my Continuous Setting Spray by Morphe. Just stuff dropping everywhere. And when that's almost dry, which it don't take long to dry, I'm gonna go in with my Translucent Loose Setting Powder by Laura Mercier. This is a game changer. When your powder is just a little, when your face is just a little wet, you go in with your Power Puff and you take your setting powder and you tap that right in the tear duct right there, the inner corner, and that gives it this bright, oh, it just does something to me. It just, oh, I just love it. I like to go just in this whole area. You see how, ooh, it just eats. It just eats every time, every time. I'm gonna go in with my crayon case and Glola. That's my highlighting powder. I'm gonna use my brush from I Love Juvia's Place collection, and this stuff is so pigmented. It's so pigmented, so I usually don't dip it in the product. I actually use what's in the top. Because it is so pigmented. Like, a little goes a long way. I think I've had this specific Anglola for like a few years, about 2 or 3 years. You see it. Yep. Okay, so now we're gonna get into this lip, which I feel like I can mix up some stuff. So for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna use my regular go-to lip. And y'all know it got something to do with Juvia's Place. So I'm gonna get my lip liner in Cola from Juvia's Place, and I'm gonna line my lips. And I'm gonna go for my Legit Nude from the Juvia's Place Vanessa line. Y'all, Juvia's Place, please bring this back. I'm almost done. Like, I'm scraping the container. This is my second one. It's like one of my favorite nude combos. Please bring it back. I'm like scrubbing the tube. If anybody else still have this collection, please let me know in the comment box, because they ate with the Vanessa collection. I got both of them. And then I'm gonna take is this the right one? Yeah, Juvia's Place Dulce Latte, and I'm gonna tap that in the middle. Just a little bit. And then I'm gonna take the cream de coco and I'm gonna tap that in the middle as well. They'll let you know how long I've been doing makeup. Yes. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to finish the look. I'm going to finish my hair and put my contacts in. And then I'm going to come back and let y'all see the finished look. Okay. So I went and put my contacts on. And I did a little something to my locks. Which is time for me a retwist. I'm 6 weeks, 5 or 6, I think 6 weeks now. 6 weeks post retwist. So it's time for me another retwist. I usually try to get my retwists every 6 to 8 weeks. I try to go like every 2 months because I have coarser hair. So I try to go every 8 weeks, 2 months, somewhere in there. Let me fix this brow. So yeah, so this is the complete look. I'm gonna post some pictures at the end of this video. I have really enjoyed my time with y'all today. Really enjoyed my time with y'all. Like I said, I'm trying to get this content out more frequently. I'm gonna learn how to do my makeup with my contacts already in one day, but today is not the day. But so yeah, so this is the complete look. And yeah, so this is my go-to summer beatdown. No foundation was used to create this look. I only used concealer and setting powder and a face powder and a setting spray. So I will do my full face beat down with my go-to foundations included. I will be trying out other foundations, but with this summer this is my go-to. So that's any little events, brunch, lunch, out with the girls, out with the booze, the baes, the boyfriends, whatever. This is the go-to look that I do. I pop a contact in my eye in a minute. Baby, you never know who you gonna get or what you gonna get when it comes to me. So I hope y'all enjoyed this content. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.
Got dope like Pablo. Cut dope like Pablo. Cut dope.